Well, I think primarily the e-scooters have been used as a toy, because there's been no law whatsoever, no regulation whatsoever. So people of any age, you have children from the age of 12, 13, 14 riding around on this scooter on pavements in different directions, with no helmet, with no lights, with no horns. So this is what I mean by a free for all.
And what type of vehicle are we looking at? What are the definitions in the law as regards the vehicles that are covered by this legislation?
Well, this covers the e-scooter, which is what you see commonly used on our roads. It's a two-wheeled personal light transporter, and it's nothing else. That is what is that we are regulating this e-scooter.
But it doesn't cover, for example, e-bikes.
No, this is just specifically for these e-scooters.
And what are the general changes to the law that this legislation brings in? At the moment, I understand there's nothing in place.
That's right. There's no law, and the main changes are that, first of all, the transporter has to be of 17 years of age to be able to use this e-scooter. He will have to be equipped with a bell or a horn. Will have to use protective headgear. He will need a lamp so that when he moves around in the dark, that he's visible. These are the main changes, or the main issues of this legislation.
So this is a command paper at this stage. So you're asking people for feedback on the legislation as it has been published.
Well, let me just give you a little bit of background on this. The government, gave the opportunity to our people in May of last year when they started a consultation exercise on this e-scooter issue, and there was 4 months of consultation where people were invited to send their views into the ministry. I wasn't in this ministry at the time, but my predecessor, Paul Urban, received representation from people who gave their views on what they thought should be the way ahead on this issue of e-scooters. We have now finalized this legislation, and we have until June the 19th where people have the opportunity to see this draft law and see if they want to make any representations on change or any other views that they may have, so that we can take that on board before we present it to Parliament.
And after that, what sort of timeline are we looking at for implementation?
Well, I think it's 6 weeks where after the command paper, when the law will be published, and then it would go to Parliament for debate.